Do you wish to leave together? Do you wish to leave alone? Or do you want to leave with someone else?
Mark, I'm leaving with someone else.
Okay.
Oh my God. Please. Please, please, please. Oh my God, I am so happy.
I mean, talk about drama. Last night's finale of USA's Temptation Island had everything, guys. Tears, broken hearts, but also new love and fresh beginnings.
Joining us right now in their first national interview is the new couple, Evan Smith and Morgan. Hi, how are you?
So good.
Oh, you know what, going through a breakup is tough, but I can't imagine what it's like having to watch it back, especially on TV. And I heard you Morgan, you said it was kind of brutal. What's it like watching back that moment?
Yeah. I mean, that's like the perfect word. It's brutal to watch, but it's also, you know, it's so happy. It was like a really happy time for me, and I remember I like blacked out. You know, like when something crazy happens in your life, you kind of like black it out. So watching it over, it's like really cute. Like I almost cried again. Yeah, it's just like so cute.
And also this happened so long ago too. So reliving it, you know, again, you know, after we've been kind of in hiding together and
kind of hiding.
Yeah, it's full blown.
Full blown hiding.
Yes.
Evan, is it still tough to watch?
I mean, you know, it was a tough, you know, time, but you know, I knew that I had to have that conversation. I was looking forward to having that conversation because, you know, I knew what I had on the other side of those ferns.
Looking back, and obviously it's got to be tough, like we mentioned, to relive that, especially sitting here right now and watching that. Did you know, what was going through your head in that moment that, you know, Casey was kind of begging for you back right there?
You know,
like you said, you knew what you had.
Right. You know, we came on the show together, you know, as a couple in a crossroads, you know, and we really knew that, you know, it was make it or break it time, and we. You know, I mean, it was time. It was just time for us to, you know, make a change. And I knew that, you know, I never thought that I'd find the love of my life on, you know, on a show. You know, especially, you know, Temptation Island. And I said it on the show. You know, I came there to resist temptation, not to resist falling in love. And that's, you know, that's what I found on the island.
Sometimes things happen.
You know, that sometimes you just need a vehicle, and that vehicle sometimes is a reality TV show, right? Yeah. Well, what's amazing is that you mentioned, because the way the show works, you were separated for 30 days, and that's when you guys spent some time together, right?
Yeah.
At what point did you realize, wow, Morgan is the one?
You know, it's kind of funny. It was after our first date together. We went ziplining, had this great time, and we just connected and we clicked, you know, from like the moment we kind of like opened up to each other, and then every single day since, it's just been incredible. And you know, the show was awesome. Being on the island with her was great, but living just normal everyday life with her is so much better.
Oh my
Isn't he so cute?
Yes, I can see why you fell for it.
This is like every day, all the time. He's just so sweet, yeah.
Well, now you guys can live everyday life, but in public.
Yes.
I mean, we talked about that just briefly, but like, how have you guys been surviving like the last few months since you wrapped the show? I mean, were you guys like traveling incognito? You have to hide that gorgeous diamond ring.
It's literally crazy. I mean, he's 6'6" also, so people just automatically look at him anytime that, you know, he goes into a room. So he's like got a hood on like all the time. He's like, should we be here? Should we be here? You know, it's been really crazy. So we're like so excited.
Oh man, it's finally, you know, this new era of our life, you know, gets to start today.
Right.
Starts today.
I know I was going to say, the finale only aired yesterday, right? So you guys were out in public last night. Have you been showing off the bling?
Oh,
it's
yeah.
pretty stunning.
It is so
amazing.
gorgeous.
He did very well.
He did.
Yeah.
And you said you didn't even own rings before.
I don't own rings
How's
at
it
all.
feel?
So yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's really crazy. I'm such a boy, but you know.
Did you have like a Pinterest board or anything? Like, how'd you know?
No, I mean, so I would just like ask her, you know, like kind of like what do you feel about this or this shape, and she'd be like, but the pear shape is the only thing that like kind of got her to, ooh, I like that.
Oh,
and you know, I'd
be like, oh, that's cute. That's cute.
And you're stealthy in more ways than one, because right before we went live, you're telling us that you had to try on different ring sizes while Morgan was sleeping.
It was crazy. This girl, she is such a boy. When she said she's a boy, no jewelry, no necklaces, no anything, right? And so I'm sliding on these rings, like just being as smooth as possible. And finally, I got, the right one fit.
You're a tomboy and a heavy sleeper.
Yes, that is very true. Tomboy and heavy
The
sleeper.
Right ring for the right one. Look at that. I know that we are immersed in this happy moment. We're moving to a new chapter in your lives, but I have to ask you a tough question because obviously you're closing the chapter on your past and we're moving forward. You know, your ex did share on social media a post of everything that she's learned through, you know, doing the show. When was the last time you talked to her? Was it on the island?
No, so like we lived together before like leaving for the island. So like we had an apartment that we shared. So the last time I spoke to her was about a week after filming, and it was like basically going over like logistics and like figuring out what, like, because I got my dog, and you know, I mean I've been with Morgan every single day since wrapping filming.
And you moved from LA to DC to be with Morgan, right?
Yeah. So, and we've spent every single day together, and it's been incredible. And now she, you know, I just can't wait now that we're out. We're out.
Are you guys planning the wedding yet, or just kind of still a little overwhelmed right now?
You know, we've talked about it. You know, loose. You know, spring 2020, summer 2020. But you know,
Still sinking in for me.
Yeah. We've been engaged for like a month and a day, and
He keeps track of everything. Like
That's
awesome.
yeah.
so freaking cute. Literally a week after like we're engaged, I wake up and there's sticky notes. There's like 40 sticky notes all around my house, everywhere that I go. Wow. And it's
Oh
just
my
so
God.
cute. Like he's just adorable.
Do you guys think you'll do a wedding maybe on an island, like a little full circle moment?
Or on TV, maybe?
I mean, I think that'd be sick.
I mean, I'd say we're
I'm
definitely
down.
down. We're definitely down.
You found love on TV, might as well showcase it.
Everything on TV is so great.
Okay, we gotta send an audition tape to Temptation Island.
Yeah, hey,
Any
someone we
advice
gotta
for
go to
casting
find
who shows up as a temptress? Because that must have been a trip too,
Yeah.
right?
It
To
was
just show up like
insane.
by yourself.
I showed up chilling. Like I came in there, I was like, you know, this is a vacation. You know, I'm gonna drink beer, chill with the guys, like
That's
whatever.
what you did.
I did not expect to fall in love and to be engaged. Like what? Like it's crazy.
Right.
Is it a little weird because when you asked her to be your girlfriend, you still technically hadn't had the conversation with your ex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like at that scene in the show, it was. I mean, I asked Morgan, you know, if she would be my girlfriend, like after all of this,
Right.
you know.
But they didn't show that, so it looks like he's like, oh, I got 2 girlfriends. Like,
I got a whole girlfriend.
Because like it could kind of paint you out to be.
Yeah, it was a conversation where he said, like, I want this to go further. I know that I need to have this conversation with Casey,
Got
but
it.
once I do, would you be my girlfriend? And I was
Right.
like, figure your shit out. Like,
Right.
You know, like then let's do it. Let's talk about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And had you ever met her or no?
I've never met her.
Got it. Okay.
Is there anything you guys want to say to Casey now that we're kind of like closing this chapter? I feel like after you leave ET Live today, this will be the end of it. Is there anything you want to tell her?
I mean, of course, like we want her to be happy.
we wish the best.
and
you know?
move on from the situation.
Yeah,
really.
just
It's like-
move on. You know, we live in the present. We've been living in the present every single day, and you know, we just we hope the best for her as well, and yeah.
Well, we've talked about the past, we've talked about the present. We wish you nothing but the best
in
for
the future. That's
Yeah,
right. Congrats, guys.
Thank you so much.
Temptation Island has been picked up for season 2. That is coming soon, and Denny and I may or may not
Might
send
be on
some
it.
applications.
Might be on it.
Send them in.
This is the real deal. I love this.
Send him in.